Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kim Barrett Show. I'm your host, Kim Barrett, and on today's episode, we are diving deep into market awareness, as deep as we can go on a podcast without me being able to show you all these amazing things which we normally do inside of our program. So today, I really wanted to dive deep. So last week, if you tuned in, we talked about, we listened to last week's episode where we talked about 2022 marketing fundamentals that you need to have in place. I alluded to and referenced market awareness a little bit. But I did want to break it down and just give you guys as much as I can on that topic, because I think it's super important for you to be able to grow your business, for you to be able to improve your marketing ability. So that's what we've got coming up for you today. We're about to jump in. And of course, if we can help you with any of your marketing, just head over to www.joinmygroup.com.au. We've got plenty of free trainings, which we share every single week, where you can improve your marketing, improve your advertising, make more sales, help more people. But until then, let's jump into the show. So as I mentioned, guys, today is all things market awareness. And there's another level, which is market sophistication, which we'll get into in a future episode. But I really wanted to touch on this because so many people, when I talk to them, don't understand what this is, what it means. And it can literally be the biggest differentiating factor between you having something that's successful and not. A campaign that works and doesn't. Something that works forever and something that works for a week. And the reason why I think it's so important for you to understand, because it is a marketing fundamental. It's something that, Eugene Schwartz, who really kind of pioneered some of the advertising space and direct response space, wrote about in his book, Breakthrough Advertising, phenomenal book. And he really goes deep into the levels of understanding of how aware your market is and how aware they are of your product, your solution, and how aware they are of you really as a business. Now, you'll probably see, I'll give you some reference points as well along the way on certain campaign types that operate in that way, certain campaign types that you might have seen, heard of, and you'll start to understand why businesses operate as they do. Obviously, as I said, there's a level of market sophistication, which is the next level beyond this. So that will be a future episode. But just to really understand where this works and then how can you tie it into your marketing. So it's not that, and with anything in marketing and advertising, it's not that you can only work with one person from that level. That's the only type of person you can bring on, that you can talk to, that you can articulate what it is that you do to. But it's a campaign type that you need to run. So if you want to run campaigns to all different levels of awareness, you can, but you need to pick and choose what it is that when you're articulating it, it's not messy. You're not really getting muddled up in the weeds there. You actually have a clear, concise message. And for the people that you're trying to articulate that to, it works. So that's really the most important factor. Now, there's two ends to the spectrum, which really I would say should be untouched, depending on what the size of your business are. Because on the top end of the spectrum, we have most aware. This is where you get referrals. This is where people come to you because they've heard of you from word of mouth. That is really, I'm aware of your business. I know what you do. I really just want to do it with you. Basically, let me give you money. That's most aware, where they're sitting there and they go, well, I have extreme awareness of your business, your product, how good it is, how well you do. Basically, that's rock and roll. In an ideal world, we'd want that to be every single customer and client that we ever speak to, because they're the easiest. But obviously, we can't really direct. You can obviously get referral campaigns and things like that, but we can't direct our front-end marketing and advertising to that sort of person, right? That's a whole other episode and system and process that we need to do for that. Now, on the front end of the spectrum, we have people that are unaware. That's like me going, hey, go jump on the street that you can see outside my window. Go jump on the street out here and start talking to people and trying to sell them your product or service. They are completely unaware about you, about the problems that they might face, about what even they're trying to solve your products and services. They have no idea. Now, this sort of marketing, which you'll see, is if you're trying to bring people in and then educate them on the problems that they have, which is, kind of a deeper marketing strategy and tactic. You see guys like Russell Brunson do this, like Grant Cardone do this, where once they've gotten past a certain point, they need to bring in more of the mass market to allow them to understand the problems that they have, the solutions and products that are available to them. So hence why that level of marketing, you'll hear a lot of reference to secrets. So if you, because they're unaware, right? So they need to uncover what these secrets are. So if you've ever seen .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets from Russell Brunson, that is marketing to that more unaware level of awareness in the market, because they're going, well, I don't know that I even have a problem. But what are the, like, if you want to go and become an expert, what are the expert secrets that you need to know about? Then you will uncover all these problems and then all these potential solutions to the problem, which a lot of time is obviously their product or service. Same with Grant Cardone. He doesn't just say, hey, let's do sales training. All of his stuff is 10x, right? It's 10x. And how are you going to 10x your life? How are you going to 10x your business? Most of the time is by dialing in sales, getting better at that from that perspective is what a lot of his core focus. But now obviously he's gone into the world of investments, things like that as well. So what you'll find is, like, to bring in unaware people, which again, it's a lot harder. You've got to spend a lot more money to understand and get deep into the psychology of those people. Let's probably put that one to the side and not worry about it. And the 3 core levels of awareness in the middle are the ones that I really want you guys to focus on, to understand, to identify who is it, what do you want to be articulating to them, and how can you help them? So we have problem, solution, product, right? In that order: problem, solution, product. So it's unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, most aware. Now, problem aware is where they are aware that they have a problem, but they haven't weighed up the potential solutions yet. So again, like each one of these, I want you to think about for yourself in your business. Like, listen to this when you're driving, pull over, take some notes, or write some notes in your voice messages or whatever it might be. But you need to identify which one of these 3 is most of your market going to be at, that you're going to target. You can target more, you can hit more of them, absolutely no problem whatsoever. But each campaign needs to be directed towards one of these. So if they're problem aware, then you're going to go, great. They are aware that they have a problem. I'll give you an example from our business. So they're aware that they want to grow their business, but they're not sure on what the solutions are. Maybe last year they had a great year. They were like, oh, yes, that was a phenomenal year. Now I want to do more. I want to do better this year. What can I do? That's the level that they're at. They're not really thinking about weighing up the solutions like, oh, should I bring on a marketing agency? Should I join a business mastermind? Should I build out marketing systems? Should I do SEO? Should I go to more networking events? Like, they're not weighing up all of those different solutions yet. They're at the point where they're going, I have this problem, but I don't know what the solutions are. So at this point, when you're looking at writing and articulating a marketing message and advertising message in the space, you've got to be able to articulate to them, like, hey, I know what your problems are. This is what your day is like. This is what's going on for you in your world. Here are the problems that you're facing. Like, I'm a safe haven. Come to me. Let's chat. That's the sort of angle that we need to be going down. We need to understand what their problems are. Hence, if you can understand people's problems better than they can, and if you can articulate them better than they can, they will flock to you in droves. Like, that's really what we're shooting for from that perspective. So we have we've got problem, then we have solution. This is where then they know those solutions that I mentioned before. They go, oh, great, there's marketing agencies, business masterminds, marketing systems, all these different things I could be doing. And they're weighing one up against the other. They're sitting there going, should I do this or that? Should I do that or this? So they're really starting to assess and look at all the different solutions out there. They're probably speaking to different people in different industries and different things. So again, like, your marketing message at that point really needs to hone in on the uniqueness of the actual product or service that you have and why it's so important for them to be able to utilize it. How does that solve the problem for them better than anyone else? Because now, if you know what their problem is, they know what it is. Looking at the potential solutions, why is that solution the best? So again, you've got to be able to articulate this to them. You've got to be able to tie in and go like, great, yes, I understand. You're probably looking at blah, 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 all the different solutions. Here's why this solution is the one that you probably should look more at. Again, that's a slightly different marketing message. You can see, like, each one of these has its own silo. Each one of these has its own category where you can start to articulate even better. So you probably think, when I'm speaking to my customers, when I'm speaking to my clients, what level of awareness are they at? Are they just like, yep, I want this. I don't even know where to start. Or are they going, I'm not sure if I should have a marketing agency, or should I join a business mastermind, or should I do this? Or they're going, the next level, which is product aware. I know what the product is that I want. Now I'm just choosing the provider. Again, slightly different, because they might have made a decision. I want a marketing agency. I want a business mastermind. I want marketing systems. I want whatever it is for them. They've made the choice. They're not weighing up the different options. It's like, great, which provider is going to give me the best bang for buck? Which provider do I feel is going to be able to facilitate this in the best way possible for me? That's what we're looking for at this level, which is really like, why am I the person for you? And then this is where sophistication comes into play. Market sophistication. Again, I'm not going to go into that today because I want to make this nice, short and sharp for you guys so that you can understand and then ascertain which of these categories is for me. Which of these three is my core marketing message going to be based on? Again, you can work with people from all levels of awareness. Absolutely no problem. Don't worry. Don't stress. Don't fret. But what we need to do is we need to be able to identify and go, okay, which category are they in? And then articulate our message to them. If we want to market to all three, again, by all means you can. However, they need to be clear and distinct marketing messages, clear and distinct advertising campaigns. You can't have one going to all three. You need to be able to choose. And then again, duplicate, do the same thing, duplicate. But you can see, even by the way I broke it down for the example from our business, it's a different articulation. It's a different process that you would go through for each one of these. You're articulating the problems differently. You're articulating who you are and what you do slightly differently at each level because you've got to meet them where they're at. Then you can take them further down the funnel. Same even if you're doing content production and provision, same thing. You need to be able to understand that. So I highly implore you, this episode today is a slightly shorter one for you. And these ones where I jump on and I give you some marketing insights and knowledge from myself. I highly recommend that you take these short episodes and you listen to them once or twice and actually apply it and go, great, my core marketing message is speaking to who? What level of awareness? Bang. Like if you go back to last week, like what's the NOC? What's the niche offer copy? Again, hit this one up. Awareness. Which level of awareness are they at? Bang, bang, or bang. Choose. Very simple. Which one? And I encourage you guys, if you do this, if you take these little snippets in and amongst all the other amazing guests we have on the show, all that fun stuff, if you take these little snippets and apply it, you will see phenomenal results with your advertising, your marketing, and your business will increase, improve, all that fun stuff. And that's why I wanted to do a few more of these for you guys, is to share some of this stuff that you can actually take and apply to your businesses. And I hope you guys get the benefit of doing that. And like I mentioned in the intro to this episode as well, if you guys ever need any help, if you want to get deeper into that, if you want to ask a question on this, every single week I do live training inside our Facebook group as well. You can head over there, www.joinmygroup.com.au. We've got all those trainings. We've got 30 minutes every single week that gets dropped, plus more. Myself, the team, all there to answer your questions as well. So I highly encourage you, jump in and let's make some magic happen together. Until next time, I'm Kim. You all have been awesome, and I'll say adios.